This is Honey Badger Nation,
where real estate agents from around the globe come together
to grow, collaborate,
and expand their business.
Where we take our individual fires
and put them together and make one big fire.
This is the Honey Badger Nation.
Well, welcome out, Holly. It's a pleasure. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Doing excellent. Doing really excellent. I'm really excited. You've got an event coming up tomorrow.
Yeah,
actually, and that looks like it's going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So tomorrow I'll be speaking with real estate agents on 11 ways to establish authority, all methods that I've personally used to grow my influence as well as a following. And the best thing is it's all DIY stuff that anyone can implement. So I'm super excited to share it all.
Well, yeah, I am too. I'm excited to hear it, and that's actually something I really appreciate about the stuff that you put out is just that it's just all DIY, like just common sense, makes sense. Anybody can do it, and it adds a lot of value and a lot of goodness.
It really does. And, as real estate agents, it's so important now than ever to really stand out, build authority, and really kind of make yourself known in the marketplace. So I think it's going to be super helpful for those who are going to be hopping on. There are ways that, like we said, you guys can do it yourself, or if you have an assistant and things like that, they can take it and implement it for you. But it's so important, especially after COVID. Everything was so digital and so many people understood the importance of being online. And now there's so much distractions. There's just not, as much as loyalty as there used to be. You have people like they'll go viral one day and then the next day they'll never have a video that's viewed again at those numbers. So I think it's just important to really be intentional and establish authority. So yeah, I appreciate it. I'm super excited to share with everyone.
Well, we've known each other for quite a few years.
Yes.
and it's amazing to me all the times and just really cool things that we've done as a group together and made a lot of magical moments happen. And you've been always the catch-all, I guess, for everything, right? And that's what you do now too with Honey Badger Nation. And when we all kind of started and got together, relatively small group compared to where we're at now with 12,000 plus people in the group. So tell me a little bit, like maybe talk about what you do and some of the cool stuff we're doing for Honey Badger Nation.
Yeah, absolutely. So I feel like I'm the go-to girl when it comes to utilizing resources and leveraging the systems and processes that we have in place for honey badgers. The great thing is this is training that literally has been flushed out through my days back in Latin America. I remember us being on the team. Jay and John would always have us, be the guinea pigs. So it's systems that are backed by market research that are proven and repeatable. So taking that and leveraging it in your marketplace. So of course, I know a lot of real estate agents that we attract and have in our downline, they are established agents. New ones are great too. But the great thing is this is all fresh material for you guys that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's listing presentations, it's buyer presentations, but it's not even just a presentation. It's going through and really articulating our value and showing how we're the experts versus the next person who may not know exactly what they're doing. So having access to those trainings and certifications will definitely, again, help you build authority and stand out in your marketplace. But also too, it's just so easy to go through a process that's backed by market research. It's literally, you guys don't have to do anything other than go through the training, get certified, get your placemats, and go and take it and run with it. So there's the certifications, there's white paper downloadables, there's videos that you guys can send out to your buyers and sellers before you meet with them. There's just so much training in there that you guys can go through and have access to as part of being the Honey Badger Nation. This is trainings that people have paid tens of thousands of dollars for that everyone gets a part of free for being exclusively part of the group.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing all that. That's very true. So the CHSA, CHBA, certified home selling advisor, certified home buying advisor. Those are the couple of the mainstays. And then now with EXP and recruiting, quite a few recruiting tools and systems, and just how to build a downline, what to do, and just really it's taught by best practices. And I'm really excited for a lot of the new things, put in there. I've been involved with NAEA since the beginning.
Yeah.
And boy, I just have to say, anybody that is new and coming into this gets all this same information that myself and a lot of other people paid, boy, a
Yeah.
couple $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
and that was well worth it.
Yeah.
And we all prospered and did really well, and things evolved, and now it's just all free.
Hmm.
And this is amazing.
Well, it's
So,
free to honey badgers.
and free to honey badgers. Right.
Right.
Well, right. True. Got to be in the honey badger
Obviously, if
group.
you're not with the downline, you can go through the training as well too. It's obviously going to be a paid version, but yeah, everyone gets access to it. You get the certifications. Also, too, we have agent to CEO that's available, which is literally taking your business from going from an agent to being a true CEO of your business. So systems, processes, SOPs, hiring, firing, all this stuff that us as real estate agents, I feel like we tend to be deep personalities, and we're not really detailed. So going through a training where how to, the hiring process for somebody, you have those SOPs, having a manual where you can go through your employees' handbooks. Like, it's those types of things that we're contributing to the group, because that's what I love about the EXP model is when we win, or when you guys win, we win. So like everyone's a winner. So everyone wants everyone to succeed and be successful.
Right. Yeah, and I was just in the agent to CEO
Yeah.
class, and you were a speaker on it as well. We had that in Cleveland, and a lot of fun. We a lot of learning. We really had a great layout, great content there, and had a great time afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Had rock and rescue concert, and that everybody attended, and just an amazing time.
It really is. It's seriously such a friends turn family or colleagues turn family situation. I feel like, just like with any other company you work with, it's with EXP, it's super important to understand who's your upline. And of course, I'm not going to go super deep into the model, but it's all about who you're going to surround yourself with at the end of the day. And I think it's most important for you not to feel like you're left on an island. And I think that that's one of the things that we do as honey badgers. We attract other honey badgers, and we work hard, we play hard, and we just have a great time when everyone's, just all around.
Yep, yep, and then the next thing we have coming up here is EXPCon,
Yeah.
and that's right around the corner. Next week
Next
we're
week.
all going to be there, and amazing time last year. I'm really looking forward again to this year. It's going to be just super explosive. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. I'll actually be speaking on Thursday on the women's panel of the leadership panel. So super
Great.
excited to chat with those powerful women and, just talk about leadership and talking about your business and the importance of, just having, I guess for me, it's importance of leading with empathy. But I'm super excited to be chatting with those ladies and then seeing everyone. I mean, it's going to be Vegas, so we're probably going to get like 2 hours of sleep every night, but you know what?
Right.
I'm here for it.
Yep, already. Well, you've been doing a lot of stuff with podcasting
Mhm.
lately, and just building your brand that way. And any kind of tips on that that have come about lately?
Yeah, the thing about it is everyone wants a podcast, which is great. But I think that a lot of people, where they struggle or where they fail is they're so focused on how do I start a podcast instead of why am I starting a podcast? So I think once people dial it in of like not taking the focus, I mean, they need to take the focus away from themselves. So don't focus in on yourself being a podcast host. You need to focus on who's your ideal listener, craft a show around them that's binge worthy. that way you always have people coming back for more, and you really build a community with intention. And I think podcasting is something that's not going away. It's actually, what was like 4 or 5 years ago, it was this thing that people kind of heard about. I think 2017 was whenever I launched my very first podcast. And from then it's grown and evolved even so much more. You have now Spotify doing video podcasting. You have people like Joe Rogan, who has really paved the way and kind of like broke the mold of it being an audio only experience. So when it comes to podcasting, it's focusing on that listener, but then also too, like, don't forget podcasting can get you access to people who you can't even buy your way into their rooms. I'll tell a real quick story. I was interviewing Third Eye Blind, and I was literally being escorted by security and their manager, bypassing literally the huge line of VIPs who paid over $500 per ticket. They're still standing in line. They haven't been left in the stadium yet. I'm getting escorted by security and their manager to go up and interview them. So getting access to those types of people and getting those rooms that you can't buy your way in, there's no way I could have bought a ticket to go up to their green room. And there's no way I could have bought a ticket to go to their after party where I connected with one of their guys that are doing their podcast, right? So it's all about the connections. It's all about the intention. But a lot of people, when it comes to podcasting, where they mess up is literally the interview is the last time they speak to their guest. To me, you need to be super intentional about the guests you have on, because that's your ticket way to have them as a person you have on your Rolodex. Obviously, you go through and want to keep making deposits into that relationship. You don't want to just take. But podcasting is one of the ways I'm super passionate when it comes to branding, because there's so many ways that you can literally grow your business just through that content strategy.
Wow. Yeah, that's a really good tip, actually. So just keep in mind your audience and who you're speaking to, and what kind of value you're delivering on your episodes, and that's really what the vein of one's podcast needs to be, is what I'm hearing here.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And what is yours? So tell me about yours.
I have two. One's kind of like a fun, like, it's where I interview like rock stars and stuff like that. So it's a kind of a fun little thing. And then the other one I have is like a business one, which I literally copied and pasted the same model, where I interview entrepreneurs. So the business one is Unleash Your Inner Legend. And I just go through and talk about people, like their journey through entrepreneurship. Obviously, we all know we're not just born into this world being entrepreneurs. So going through talking about the struggles, the wins, their daily habits that really make them to the successful business owner that they are today. So just going through and interviewing people like that. And I've gotten some amazing connections. I've interviewed people from Sharon Letcher, who is the co-author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, to Roland Frazier, who's a co-founder of War Room, which is a digital marketing mastermind, to Mike Michalowicz. The list goes on and on when it comes to connecting with people. And I will say this: I would have never been able to connect with those people, usually, what I would say, because they're not going to answer every DM that they're going to get. But whenever you message them and you ask and you let them know you have a platform that they can go in and talk about their new upcoming book, or they can have a platform to go in and showcase their legacy and really talk through and share things. That's going to be the way that you land these big influencers. Is you really have to have a script dialed in that positions your platform before it positions you as a podcaster.
Okay. Wow. All right. Are you planning on doing any content in Vegas?
You know what? I definitely will pack my little mobile studio, and
you never know what kind of rock stars are going to be there, right?
Oh, that 100%.
I mean, I'm going to be there, so
correct. So I definitely need to catch you for sure.
Well, I really appreciate your time here, Holly. This is really, really cool for me, and it's going to be very interesting hearing tomorrow from you about all these different strategies. And if anybody out there is listening to this and you're considering making the move to eXp, Honey Badger Nation is something, everybody has a choice who they pick as their sponsor in eXp. It is a sponsorship program, and there's a lot of benefits being with the Honey Badgers, and just either if you're just starting out in real estate and you just want to get your first deal, all the way up to learning to be the CEO of your business, how to maintain and develop influence in your market, be the Incredible Hulk in the puddle, so to speak, they say, and
100%.
doing all that, training team members, ISAs. I mean, you name it. Your journey is our journey. We're here to help, and we want to support all the honey badgers and anybody in EXP, specifically as well. So again, thank you so much, Holly. Really, really appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much for having me on. This was so much fun, and I can't wait to see you next week.
Yep. Likewise. Well, you take care. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.